but we're going to be talking about 5 ways to monetize your writing, right? So let me just make sure that you guys, Happy New Year, Leslie, make sure you guys are in the right place. So if you are someone who may have set your 2018 goals and you may have put something down that says, hey, I want to make sure that I'm increasing my revenue and my income in 2018, or maybe you said, I want to make sure that I'm converting the skills that I already have, like I'm using what is already in my hand to bring in more profits, to increase my influence, to increase, you know, where I'm going, then you're definitely in the right place. If you said, I want to expand my platform, I want to be more visible, I want people to know who I am, and to know, you know, what are the problems that I solve for people, then you're definitely in the right place. So I thought about, okay, we're going into 2018. I want to make sure that we're going into 2018 strong. And so I'm like, okay, let me do this live stream. As I was just meditating on yesterday, and I was just downloading and writing down all of these ideas that I was getting on, you know, things to share and other ways to you know, to make money and to increase what I'm doing, and to help others do the same. You know, this came to mind, like, okay, let's talk about 5 ways for us to monetize our writing, right? If you guys, for those of you that do not know me, if this is your very first time meeting me, hey Wendy, if this is your very first time meeting me or tuning in, my name is Eryka T. Johnson. I am a global leadership brand strategist, an author, as well as a speaker. And what I'm most passionate about is helping high achieving women, women that are already in motion, women who know they have a purpose and they have the confidence to step out there. I help high achieving women just really elevate your influence as well as your visibility in the workplace. So I work a lot with corporate leaders. I work with also business owners and entrepreneurs. If you're looking to increase your visibility, that's something that I'm passionate about, because I have an incredible story just around that. Like, I've not always been that person who's had a lot of confidence. I've not always been that woman who spoke up for what I believed in and really understood how to translate the value that I had to where it was that I was trying to go, right? And so once I began to really tap into strategies that help you with increasing your confidence and understanding who you are, the value that you bring, your strengths, your core values, the instincts, and making sure that the things that you do align with that, I began to see a whole lot more success. And so I'm very, very passionate about women who just want to, who want that visibility, right? Who want to increase and grow in those particular areas. And so today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to monetize your writing. You guys come on in. We have folks over there on Instagram land. Thank you guys for the hearts. And then those here on Facebook, if you want to hop out for a second on Facebook and invite other people that you know to come, definitely do that. Hopefully one day Instagram will also include a share button to also get the word out there of messages that's actually been shared, all the incredible messages. Hello, Heather. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Love That Change. Thank you for joining in. Hello, Flora Bell. Thank you for joining in. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Let's go ahead. Let me just tell you guys what we're going to do, right? I want to share with you ways that you're going to be able to convert your writing into profits, even if you say you're not a good writer. Like, I hear that so many times. I'm not a good writer. I don't know what to write, right? Remember, there are always tools out there to help you improve your writing, right? I just need you to bring your ideas. I just need you to have your thoughts and just be a thought leader and just bring your ideas. We can always figure out ways to improve that writing, whether it's grammar, punctuation, whatever it is. Those are all tools and resources that are out there that are available that can help you with your writing, right? And towards the end, I'll make sure that I share with you 2 of those tools that's going to help you, you know, with improving your writing, right? But let's get into some content first. And so if you guys are ready to just hear about these 5 ways to monetize your writing, I just need for you to really quickly put in the chat, ready. Just type in the chat, ready. Put in the comments box, ready, because I want to make sure that you guys are ready to receive this grab your pen, grab a piece of paper, whatever it is that you use to take notes. Dr. Robin says she's ready over here on Instagram. Whatever it is that you use to take notes, I need you to grab those things so that, you can capture these things and be able to use this, in your business, in your professional life. Yes, I see ladies over here on Facebook saying that they're ready as well. These are they're proven marketing strategies that encompass lead generation, content creation, product creation, direct sales, and client attraction. And I can tell you 4 out of the 5 that I'm going to share with you, I've personally used in my business. I personally use in my leadership journey. So I'm not just sharing something that you can just Google, something that was just Googled off of Google, right? Search in Google and just kind of, distilled and I'm just going to share it with you. But no, these are things that I've actually done. And the one that I didn't do, I actually have used those particular services. Okay, let's see. Have someone open this and say, wait, I've got multitask. Okay, taking notes, absolutely. Okay, let's go. So number 5, let's write this down, number 5. And if somebody, is gracious enough to put some of these tips in the comments to help everybody else just kind of stay on track, that'll be awesome as well. So number 5, one way for you to monetize your writing is to write an article or create a column for a local publication, but I want you to do it for free. Okay, so write an article or create a column for a local publication for free. So it's a great opportunity for you to share your expertise, for people to get to know you. It's a great opportunity for you to refine your message so that you know exactly, the pain points and the things that your audience is struggling with, and you're able to definitely share that, and you're able to touch those pain points and those struggles, right? It's a great way for you to repurpose content that you already have, if that's allowed in that publication, right? But when you're doing this, the first thing I want you to understand is, number 1, you need to understand for that particular publication, what is the target audience, right? You don't want to just write for any publication. You don't want to just put yourself out there just on any publication, but I need you to understand who's that target audience. When those publications go out, whether it's a monthly publication or a quarterly publication, who are the people that will be consuming your information? Who are the people that actually will get this information, right? And then I want you to pitch the editor on your article or your column that, hey, I understand that, you guys are touching this particular audience. I have an incredible message where I help women just elevate their influence as well as their visibility in the workplace. I talk a lot about women in leadership. It looks like you don't have many pieces or many articles or content that you share around that area. Are you looking for someone to contribute in that way? That's the way that I would pitch that editor on you submitting your article or you creating a column. So for the past 2 years, I actually created a column in 2 local publications here in Montana. I'm in Billings, Montana. It's very cold outside. It's snowing. It's really chilly. But I created a women in leadership column in 2 of the local magazines, right? And these publications went out monthly. But the first thing is, the area that it went to was the very affluent areas in Montana, right? In Billings, where I live, right? It was very affluent areas. There were a strong demographic of women professionals that this publication went to, right? So that was spot on for, what I had to share, the things that I had to share, and that was my audience, right? And I can tell you, with me doing that, for the past 2 years, what it has translated to is people actually coming to me, reaching out to me, wanting to work with me, wanting to attend events that I did. Like I did this major workshop here in Billings And I had women, you know, wanting to come, and they said, oh, my husband saw your article in this publication, and are you still, you know, taking registration? You know, I would love to attend, you know, this workshop that you're doing, How Confident Women Lead, right? So you can definitely use that as an opportunity to get your content out there. Now, not only would I basically take articles that I've written before and shared on my blog, but I would create some new ones as well. And what the editor would allow me to do is, if I had something going on, he would allow me to intertwine that into the content that I wrote about, right? It wasn't just me, you know, putting an ad out there, say, hey, I have this workshop going on. You know, I have this master class that's going on called Unblock Your Writing. You know, go to www.unblockyourwriting.com and register. No, he actually allowed me to share my content, you know, give my audience the things that they were looking for, right? And then in the process, show them, you know, I understand this is a problem and a struggle for you, but I've created a solution, and here's the solution, right? So you can use that one in that way. So that was number 5. Write an article or create a column for a local publication for free, okay? Hello, guys. Thank you for joining over in Instagram. Let's go. Number 4. If you're ready for number 4, put in the chat, in the comments, ready. We're going to go to number 4 of 5 ways to monetize your writing, right? We're counting down. So number 4, let's see. I'm ready. Okay. Anybody else ready? Okay, here we go. Number 4, I want you to create a blog. Hello, 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 Barry. I want you to create a blog, right? So I did this back in, I want to say 2010, 2011. I just created a blog and I just started writing, right? So a blog is a great platform, right? A great platform to increase your influence through thought leadership, right? You're taking what you believe, your beliefs, your thoughts, the things that you know, the things that you've learned, the things that you've studied, the things that you've experienced, and you're creating articles, these blog articles, and you're sharing it, right? You're getting it out there. It's just another way for you to do content marketing, right? You're creating this content, and let's market through our content, right? Let's draw people by the things that we put out there that's of value to them, of value of things that they could actually use, right? So what I would do when I started back in 2010, 2011, and you can go to my website today and you can see how my writing has evolved over the years. I have articles from back in 2011 and 2010 still on my website today, right? And my writing has evolved, and even my message has evolved over time, right? But it's a great way, like I said, to increase your influence through thought leadership. What I would recommend you do is to basically write 2 articles a week, right? You understand who your market is, who your target is, and just start creating value for them, right? Whether you see them asking questions out there in social media, or if they're just sending questions into your DM and your inbox, you know, of all of these things that they want to know because they understand you have the answer, that's a great way to start writing your blog, right? Look through all of those messages. Look through the things that people are asking you when you meet someone, when you connect with them. What are the things that they ask you for most? Convert those into actual blog articles, right? So what I did was I wrote 2 articles a week, right? So when you're creating a blog, the major thing here is to make sure that you stay consistent, right? We have to consistently just do something, right? And it's going to constantly be building, right? So any tips on how to come up with a name for your blog? Give me a second. I'll answer that there in a second, right? So make sure that you're doing like 2 articles a week, right? To stay consistent, to make sure that, you know, those things are flowing. I can tell you, look at, I think it's Monet. Basically the title of my blog is just my name, right? I'm branding my name. If you look for me, you're looking for ErykaTJohnson.com. That was how I created, I created my blog just using my name. So that's definitely something that you can do, particularly if you're trying to, particularly if you're like a speaker, if you're like a coach, you're like a consultant. if your brand is you as the person, right, then definitely use your name. But what I would also do is, not only would I be consistent in writing those 2 articles a week, but I would begin to share them on social media channels. So hopefully you have, I mean, social media is a gold mine, guys. Hopefully you have all of your platforms, you know, set up. You should have multi-channels in your platform, right? So whether you're using a Facebook, you're using a LinkedIn, you're using a Twitter, make sure that, you know, that you are sharing your blog articles on these platforms, right? Because this is what happens. You have some individuals that will follow you in your community online, on social media, in the social media platforms, that may never opt into your email list, right? To come to basically make it a little bit more personal, where you can send them emails, right? And you can drop that article or that newsletter right into their inbox, right? So you want to make sure that you're not only just having it on your website or your blog, but you're also distributing it out there to the different platforms, right? One of the things that I use today is, and let me know, ladies, if you use this LinkedIn post. How many of you guys know that LinkedIn has a blog function, a blog functionality with, you know, that service? There's a functionality where it's called Post, P-U-L-S-E, and what you do is you can create, just take that content that you've already created and put it into LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is a major machine. There's so many people that's out there in LinkedIn, and depending on how people engage and interact with your material, like, you can be found all over the place, right? So just make sure that you are taking whatever those articles are, that content that you're creating, make sure that you are putting that in LinkedIn posts, but also, you know, if you have a Facebook page, that you're putting it out there on your Facebook page. Yes, LinkedIn has a blog functionality. Yes, loving things, it sure does. Make sure that you're putting it on your Facebook page. Make sure that you're putting it on Twitter. All you're doing is you're gonna type something real catchy that's gonna get people's attention, right? Hey, would you like to know 5 ways to monetize your writing? ? If so, check out this article. Put a link to the article. It pops up with the picture. It pops up with, you know, your lead in, basically your, you know, the way that you're getting people's attention, and people can actually go in and click on that and just consume that information. If you are sending it through a program called Hootsuite, where you're able to schedule your post in advance, you can also, you know, look at the insights, look at, you know, who's opening it. You can, and even you can do that in your Facebook as well as in your LinkedIn as well as your Twitter. You want to make sure you're reading your stats and understand who's consuming your information, okay? So, and basically what that'll do for you guys, you'll either have people that are opt-in, which is what you want. You want individuals, potential clients, to opt in your email list, right? And that's why I say you want to be consistent. You want people to show up and to actually get something when they know, hey, I'm going to opt in into this list, that this person is going to be connecting with me on a regular basis, right? This person is going to be sharing this value. I know that, you know, what they share is going to be useful. It's going to be helpful. It's going to help me grow my business. It's going to help me grow my professional platform. And it's going to build that trust where you can definitely offer them. You can create, you know, you can convert those potential clients, or the people that's on your list, you can convert those people into clients who you basically sell like something like a very initial low-cost digital download, right? And we'll talk about that in a second as well. So number 4 is create a blog. So we have 5 ways to monetize your writing. Thank you guys for the hearts. Number 5 was to write an article, or create a column for a local publication for free. Or number 4 was to create a blog, right? So if you guys are ready to go to number 3, just put ready in the chat. If you have any questions, definitely put that in the comments as well. I'll definitely try to answer any questions that you guys have. And if I don't see them towards the end, you can definitely, just type them in so that I can make sure that I get them. Okay, ready? Absolutely. Okay, so number 3, I want you to create your own digital products. What do I mean by digital products? I'm talking about an ebook. I'm talking about an e-guide. I'm talking about even doing, a webinar, right? You guys, we have all of this content, like we're constantly writing. Look in your journals, look in the notes on your phone, like you're constantly writing things down, listen to the audios that you record on your phone. Take all of that content and let's begin to repurpose this into ways that we make sure that we're getting this out to individuals, right? And we're able to monetize these things, right? So I want you to create your own digital products. And basically what I'm talking about is something that you can easily create in 1 to 2 days. It doesn't have to be something that's extremely long. Like I just recently created a digital product that was called Write Better, tips to improve your writing for aspiring authors, right? I have individuals who tell me, I don't want to write a book because I don't know how to write. And I'm thinking, okay, I know of several tools and resources out there that can help you with those writing skills. So guess what I did? I went in, I used my computer, I created a digital download, I had an image created for that digital download, and then I put it out there on Gumroad, right? And individuals have been purchasing that download, and they're basically, I'm solving a problem. That's what you want to do. You want to solve a problem, right? So you can easily create a digital product in 1 to 2 days. I need you to determine a topic, even right now, your pen and paper, go ahead right now, write down a topic. Think about something that's trending for your audience. Like I said, what are the questions that you're constantly being asked? What are the things that, people are asking you to, they're saying, hey, can I pick your brain on this? Look for the things that people, that's in demand, that individuals want to know, that you're connected to, right? Understand what the problem is. Hey, if you even want to validate what that problem is, do a survey. Man, Twitter has made it easy for you to do surveys on Twitter. Even Instagram has made it easy for you to do a survey on Instagram stories. Facebook, you can do a survey on Facebook, or you can use something like a surveymonkey.com, and you can create a survey. You can send out a link, you can embed it on your website. There's a lot of ways for you to understand what people are struggling with, and the best way for you to understand that is to connect with them and ask them the question. Ask them what they're struggling with, right? We don't have to, just pull things out of the air. People are asking us questions all of the time, right? Let's just turn those questions around and ask them, hey, what is your biggest struggle right now? What keeps you up when it comes to writing a book, right? And people will tell me, these are the struggles that I'm having, okay? So you want to make sure that your product, your digital product, solves a problem. Solve a problem for an individual, right? And you can price it in anywhere from like $7 to, $47, right? Make it a low cost option, something easily for people to say, okay, yeah, absolutely, I'll download this. Absolutely, I'll purchase this, right? Hello, Miss Boss Chick. Glad to see you. So make sure that, you create your own digital product, right? Once we get off of this live stream, I want all of you to go ahead and jot down what are the things that people are asking you for. Select a topic, and within 2 days, I want you to create a digital download. A digital product, something that you can get in the hands of individuals to let them know that you're serving them, that you can serve them, that you understand what their issues are, right? And you can be of service to them. Okay, so question over in Facebook says, what was the app or program you just mentioned where people are purchasing your digital content again? Can you repeat that? So I created a digital download called Write Better, tips to improving your writing for aspiring authors, you can go to gumroad.com /Eryka Johnson. Let me just put it in the comment section here for you. Or you can simply go to my website. I typically put a lot of things on my website as well, so that you can link back to Gumroad from there as well, right? So gumroad.com, Eryka T. Johnson, or just go simply to my website at erykatjohnson.com /write-better, okay? All right, so we want to make sure that we're pricing those digital products. Like I said, you can price it anywhere. You're welcome anywhere from $7 to $47, depending on what it is, depending on what kind of value that you're adding, depending on how many components you put to this digital product, right? So like I have a product that I created here recently. Actually, it's been a couple of months that I haven't released it just yet. Because, you know, I'm waiting for the right time, but I created a product called Maximize Your Visibility and Leadership. And it's covering like 10 different ways that you can increase your visibility and your leadership. Everything from like negotiations, how to negotiate, to, you know, self-care as a woman leader, like all of these different things, right? So I created like this, you know, 25-page guide with 10 worksheets for each one of the lessons, and then I have little 5-10 minute videos to go with each one of those, right? I created that, and, you know, in no time. But, you know, just depending on, you know, just the number of things that you're putting in this, you know, in the digital download would determine how, you know, how you actually price it, right? So like I just did the Write Better download, you know, it was like 6 pages or so. It's amazing content. I give you 5 strong tips, and I've not seen any of this stuff just hanging out there in, you know, in a search function on Google, right? And I just priced it at $9.97. Simple. It helps solve a problem. It's very affordable. It's a one of those, you know, gateway type of products where people just to kind of get to know you, you know, how you teach, what's the information that you share. This is a great way for you to monetize your writing. Create a digital product. Okay, I'm gonna stop harping about that, but I'm just letting you guys know. I want to see an ebook. I want to see an e-guide. If you're gonna do a webinar, you can do that very easily as well. Write down or go ahead and pull the content that you want to share, and, you know, set up this webinar. There's so many free options for doing webinars and teleclasses nowadays. You have any meeting, they have a free option. You have Zoom. There's no reason why we can't just there's no reason why we can't just share our information, right? And be able to convert our skills into, and no reason why we shouldn't be able to monetize our skills, okay? Thank you, Dr. Robin. Thanks, Wendy. Okay, let's go to the next one. If you guys are ready to go to the next one. So number 5 was write an article or create a column for a local publication for free. Number 4 was to create a blog. Number 3 is to create your own digital products, right? And number 2 is I want you to post your writing services on Fiverr. Now, this one I've not done before, but I've used Fiverr for various number of things, right? But I mean, it seems to be so simple, right? So I want you to go on Fiverr.com, and I want you to search in the writing and translation section of Fiverr. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you all of these ideas of what people are actually sharing, or what people are actually buying as well, right? Because if you look for those individuals who have a lot of reviews, who are top sellers, you can see some of the things that they're sharing, right? So I saw everything from, you know, services posted about, you know, blog posts and articles, you know, writing those. I know there's coaches and entrepreneurs that are always looking for people to join their team to help them with, you know, creating content. Great opportunity for you to monetize your writing skills. If you're into resume writing, cover letters, if you also have a knack, like I have a knack for proofreading and editing, definitely you can serve people on Fiverr. Yes, it's called Fiverr. Fiverr. Let me put that in the comment section. But there's definitely ways that you can serve people, right? This is the things that you want to do, right? There's individuals that's looking for the services. It's like a great place to go because everybody is showing up there because they know Fiverr is a platform where there's freelancers who have these incredible services that are getting them out to individuals. And a lot of time, there's very affordable for individuals, right, who want to use that. So Dr. Robin is saying that she's used Fiverr for writing services, editing services. Incredible. Yes, absolutely. I also saw, content writers for websites. If there are some of you who do incredible persuasive writing called copywriting, then that's also an option for you. Or you may have some people on here that are just creative type of writers, right? You write poems, you write scripts, you write jiggles, things like that. This is a great platform for you to go and put your services out there, right? And you want to price it based on the value that you bring with that service, because it doesn't have to just start at $5. You see a lot of people put their services out there for $5. Yours does not have to start for $5, okay? So that's number 2, guys. So post your writing services on Fiverr. Somebody said I've been sleeping on Fiverr. That's Miss Leslie. So if you guys are ready for the number 1, I say the one that I'm most passionate about for number 1, for the last one to discuss with you guys. If you're ready to hear it, I want you to type ready in the comment section, and we're going to go ahead and share the last way I think that you can monetize your writing, and it's an incredible way to do it. If you guys just in the comment section, just type ready just to let me know that you guys are ready. Okay, so there's a question that says, if you are new to writing, it moved too fast. So what I'll do in a second here, we'll get ready to, after I share these, this last strategy, then I'll open it up for Q&A, and you just put your question back there and I can read it. The comments are causing it to move pretty quickly here. So the number 1, hey, Miss Sheila, the number 1 way to monetize your writing, guys, is to write and to self-publish a book. I want you to write and self-publish a book. I think, writing a book and self-publish it is an incredible way, and is one of the easiest ways, guys, for you to share your knowledge, to share your expertise. Like we've had so many experiences in our businesses. We've had so many experiences in our workplaces, right? We've had a ton of experiences as moms, as creatives, as relationship advice. Like we have all of this knowledge and this experience, and this is what we need to package up, right? We need to package all of this up and get it out there to individuals who also may be struggling, and they need to hear from somebody that's actually been through something, right? And who can identify with the experience that they had, and they can identify with what you've gone through. And you guys need to connect some kind of way, right? You need to connect and get that out there, right? So it's a great way to share your knowledge. It's a great way to create an influential platform, right? Where people start asking you. There's so many opportunities that I've gotten because I had a book. Not that it's the best book in the world, right? But I had a book, and I wasn't afraid to share. I wasn't afraid to share, my experiences and the things, the knowledge that I've gained, through growing through all of these different experiences, right? And what it has done is allowed me to get on platforms. It's allowed me to get speaking engagements. It's allowed me to increase the amount of my speaking contract, when I go and speak on a platform. But I also, prior to going to speak on that platform, when I'm working with the meeting planner, I'm saying, hey, I have a book. Would you like for me to do a book signing? If so, would you like to go ahead and purchase books ahead of time for your attendees, right? It's giving me that opportunity to get more people out there, right? And you know, if you go to my website, erykatjohnson.com/book, you'll find my book called Own Your Life, and it's a practical guide where it helps you with personal leadership, right? Where we're taking control of our lives. We're taking control of, you know, our leadership journeys and the people that are looking up to us and coming up and coming behind us, right? We're doing that with no excuses. It's a perfect book for this time of year, right? Where we're goal setting and getting things set up and we're looking at, you know, what we want to do. It's a perfect opportunity. It's going to help you with goal set. It's going to help you with writing out your vision and making sure that it's holistic, that it's covering 7 different areas in your life, right? It's going to help you put together a plan. It's going to give you an example. It's full of assessments and templates and things that you can use to just, you know, get your life together, right? Such that, you know, when you go out and present yourself to the world and you go out on this platform, then you're not insecure, you're full of confidence. It's going to help you with confidence. It's going to help you with clarity as well as being courageous, okay? So, you know, a book does that for you. It also, unlike the other, you know, the other 4 monetization strategies that I gave you, unlike the other monetization strategies that I gave you, a book is one of the only ones that you can actually turn a book into a business. Did you hear me? You can turn your book into a business because there's so many ways that you can take that book and you can create multiple streams of income. Now, we're not going to talk about that in this live stream. I'll do another one for you guys, or I may even create a digital download for you guys where I will share, you know, the ways that you can take your book and you can create a business from that book, right? But this is probably one of the only, like I said, with the other 4 strategies that I shared, I know you can definitely do it with a book, okay? So it's one of the easiest ways to share your knowledge. It's an easy way for you to grow your platform, to be seen as an influencer, which is what we want, right? We want to be seen as influencers in life. We want to make sure that our lives are significant, that our experiences that we share, that this stuff is significant. Guys, there's people who want to hear. There's people who are looking for people to, you know, to help solve their problems and to help lead them, right? And a book can help you do that. And then a book can help you can convert that book into several different other products and programs and coaching to even help people have a greater experience, right? That book is just entryway, right? But there's other ways that you can, you know, create workshops and things of that nature to cause that relationship to get deeper, right? And be able to be on that journey a little bit further with individuals, right? Absolutely. Dr. Robinson, you definitely want to be seen as an expert. Yes, you do. Absolutely. So I want you to ask yourself these questions, right? I want you, as you're preparing for that, I want you to ask yourself, who is my target audience? Like, if I was to write a book, who are the people that I'm writing to, right? We don't want to just say, hey, I'm writing a book and get a piece of paper and just start writing. I can tell you I tried that years ago and it didn't work, okay? I'm saying it because I tried it, right? You got to know who's your target audience. You got to know what's the goal for your book, right? Who are you trying to touch? Are you trying to use this book? Is the book going to be just used as a bookmark for, you know, for speaking engagements? Are you going to be using this book to funnel people into, you know, a long-term coaching program? Are you going to be using this book, right? So I want you to think about the goal of your book. What is it that you want? Do you want your book to be around forever, for a lifetime? One of the things about a book is you're creating legacy. And guys, legacy is one of the most powerful things that we can do. If we're talking about influence, we can't talk about influence without talking about legacy. So that when you're gone from this world, when you've moved on, your journey is over, guess what? That book is going to live. What you write in those pages of that book, it's going to live, right? There'll be people who will pick up your book 100 years from now, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, when was this book written? Own Your Life, that was written back in 2015. Who is this Eryka Johnson person? I may have moved on, right? But what those experiences, those things that are shared, those things will continue to live. I got a cameo visitor. Okay, can you give me a second and let me finish? Thank you. Right, so that book is gonna live. Hey, Elena. Caleb is down in my office. You may want to come and get him. All right. Close the door. No, don't. Oh, wow, he locked her out. Okay. So that's one of the incredible things that a book can do for you, right? So here's the thing, right? A lot of people say, you know, but I'm not ready to write a book, right? I have people, there are several barriers out there. Okay, Kayla, would you like to say hello, and then would you like to leave mommy's office so I can finish sharing with the ladies 5 ways to monetize your writing? No? Okay. So here we go, right? So I've heard, like, there's been several barriers that I've heard when speaking to ladies, right, about writing a book, right? And 2 of those things that I've heard often, number 1 was, I don't know what to write about. I get stuck every time I sit down to write. I'm not consistent with my writing, you know, and all of those things are known as writer's block. Caleb, can you do me a favor and go unlock the door? Okay, he's serious about not getting out of here, guys. Ooh. Okay, right? So all of these things around writer's block, right? Because when you tell me, oh, I don't know what to write about, I'm stuck in my writing. Every time I sit down to write, I might get 2 pages and I can't move further. That's one of the things that was a struggle for me, right? And that's called writer's block. And so I told you guys earlier that I was going to share with you 2 tools that could help you with improving your writing, right? And so that first one is, there's a free masterclass that I'm doing, and I'm partnering with one of my mentees who told me, you know, when we first started that she didn't have any content and that she wasn't a good writer, right? That was one of the first things that she told me. Well, in the midst of me helping her understand, hey, you got all of this content, you've been speaking on stages for years, right? You have journals, you have things that you write about, you create your own events, like there's all of this massive content out there. Take that and convert it into a book, right? And when I shared that with her, don't you know, she's basically written 3 books in a matter of 9 months. I said it was 8 months, but it was 9 months. And then one of the things that she's looking at is actually starting her own self-publishing company this year. Actually, she has started it, right? So we're teaming up together, and we're going to be talking about unblock your writing, overcome writer's block to consistently write and complete your book, right? So if you're one of those people who are just saying, hey, I don't know what to write about, I don't have a topic, every time I write, I get stuck. We're going to be talking about your writing strategy, you know, a writing schedule, but also give you 3 ways to overcome writer's block, right? And so that's happening. Can you give me a second? That's going to be happening on Tuesday, January the 23rd, from 7 to 8:30 Central Standard Time, right? 7 to 8:30 p.m., right? So you can go to www.unblockyourwriting.com and get yourself put on that list, right? So that, you know, when we're ready to have this, you are basically going to get that information, right? We actually already have over 100. I think the last time I checked was 2 days ago. We had 130 people on the list, and we had 5 different countries that were signed up. So you had the U.S., we had Canada, we had India, we had UAE, and there was another. We had the UK, right? So we already have 5 countries, ladies from 5 different countries who want to be a part of this, right? Who have basically said, I want to attend, I want to be a part of it, right? So that's the first thing, okay? And the second thing is, thank you. Leslie says she's in, right? I'm on the list, signed up. Yes, Dr. Robin, you are definitely signed up, right? And so the next one, number 2, yep. Yes, okay, we're going to get you the help that you need. Number 2 is, another barrier that I hear is, I'm not a good writer, right? I don't like to write. I've had people say, I'm not a good writer and I don't like to write. And guess what? You don't have to be a good writer, and you don't have to like to write to write a book. Okay, that's why I created Write Better. That's for people who feel like, you know, your thoughts get stuck in your head, or I don't know how to write. I'm not good in grammar. I'm not good in punctuation. I don't know, you know, the right writing styles. I created that digital download, Write Better Tips to Improve Your Writing for Aspiring Authors, right? And it gives you your free and your low-cost tools to help your writing, right? So grammar, punctuation, style. It also will give you a writing style that I learned as I was writing my book that engages your readers, right? You want people to stay engaged. You want people to read, you know, you want people to read your book, right? You want them to stay engaged. And so there's a writing style that's going to help you go from being seen as an amateur writer to being seen as somebody with some experience, right? And I tell you exactly what it is. I even have a tutorial that's built into the digital download that's going to walk you through. There's a tool that you use today, Microsoft Word. There's some incredible functionality in Microsoft that may not even be turned on in your program. I'm going to show you how to turn that on so that you can also improve your writing, right? And there's some incredible, powerful things that it can do that's going to help you make sure that, you know, the readability for your writing is really good, right? And then I'm going to talk about, which I don't hear many people talk about this, but I'm going to talk about whether it's better to use pen and paper or a computer when it comes to your writing. And you guys might be surprised of the answer that I tell you with that. But to get that digital download, I want you to go to gumroad.com/Eryka T. Johnson, and you can get, yes. I have somebody say, I need this now. I think I'm signed up. Oh, that's Sean. I'm not sure, Sean, you should have received, if you did sign up, you should have received an email from me just saying, hey, thank you for signing up. I have not sent out just yet the information for the call information, right? We're thinking we're going to have to get a pretty large platform. Like I said, we already have 130, and I'm sure it's over that number now. It was 2 days ago when I checked. 130 women who are signing up who say they want to be a part of it, right? Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. But yes, so definitely go to gumroad.com/Eryka T. Johnson, and you get that download. And I'm working on some other downloads as well, because I have people asking a ton of questions from, I don't know, how do I focus in and narrow down on my topic? How do I know what exactly to write about, right? And I want to give you guys some tools to help you go and see, you know, what's trending, what are the things that people are wanting to see. I'm going to give you some strategies, right? How many of you actually visit the bookstore? One of my favorite places, guys, I gotta tell you, one of my favorite places to go is like Barnes and Noble. I'm sorry. And it's like I go absolutely bananas when I get in there. Like I buy all of these books, right? Because I see so much. I'm like, oh my God. But how many of you actually take time? Yeah, it's Gumroad, GUMROD.com/Eryka T. Johnson. If somebody can put Gumroad.com/Eryka T. Johnson in the comment section on Instagram, that would be so helpful. Let me go ahead and put it here. In Facebook, I have one that's in my office, and then I have one that's screaming at my door for the one that's in my office to come out. But we still gonna make this work. This is life, y'all. This is real life. This is what we do, right? And that's why I love live stream. You get to see, like, I could not have orchestrated this, right? I could not have, I'm not, and I'm excited about it, really. But that's the thing about live stream, right? So Gumroad.com, Eryka T. Johnson, Gumroad.com/Eryka T. Johnson, and you go ahead and get that download. It's only $9.97 for that download, and it's packed with some pretty awesome tools and resources and strategies that's going to help you guys. And like I said, there's other things that's coming out as well. Like I said, I have individuals who ask me all the time about, you know, what's the topic that I should be writing about. I'm also going to be doing a download on how you can monetize your book, right? And I'm at least at number 16 now. I think I can probably get to 20 ways that you can monetize your book. But those are things that I'll be sharing, you know, as we just continue the journey. My goal for 2018, one of my goals for 2018 is to help 100 women become published authors. I want us to get our voices out there. There's so many incredible things that we've done. There's so many incredible things that we know. We're one of the most educated demographics, you know, in the world. Women are extremely educated and have all of these incredible, you know, experiences. And we need to get that stuff out there, right? We need to let people know about what we do. We need to let people know that we have the solution to their problem, right? You can go through the door. Thank you. We need to let individuals know that we have the solution to their problem, right? That's what we've been created to do. We've been created to be a solution. Yes. Yes, we've been created to be a solution. And so myself, as well as my partner, like I have this incredible project that we're doing this year. I'm so excited about it. I can't share everything with you guys right now, but as part of that project that we're doing, our goal is to help 100 women become published authors. And guess what? Dr. Kimberly, who you'll get to meet at some point, she'll definitely be on the live masterclass that we'll be doing on the 23rd. But she has her own self-publishing company, and this lady is a beast when it comes to branding, right? So I'm just excited that we're just joining forces. My word for the year. And I would love to know you guys' word for 2018, but my word for 2018 is collaboration. We can do so much more when we begin to put our skills together than we can trying to do expansion on our own, right? So I'm excited about that, right? I'm excited that we're going to be helping women just elevate where they are. Like I said, I'm serious about helping women with their visibility, and that's just one way that we can do that. So that's all of the content that I have, the 5 ways to monetize your writing. Let's count it down one more time, and then if you guys have any questions, I'll definitely answer any questions that you have. So number 5 is to write an article or create a column for a local publication for free, okay? Number 4 is to create a blog. Number 3 is to create your own digital products. We're talking about ebooks, e-guides, webinars, those type of things that people can easily access. Is one of those items that, you know, can be global, so you can have people purchase it from, you know, from the UAE, from London, from wherever they are in the world. So we want to make them digital for sure. Number 2 is to post your writing services on Fiverr. People, you know, there's business owners, there's people that were looking for freelancers to do all sorts of things for them, and that's a great opportunity. And then number 1, which is my absolute favorite, my number 1 thing that I'm excited about, is to write and to self-publish a book. An incredible way to monetize your writing, right? You can sell your books, you know, on this, you know, on the web page. From a website, you can also, you know, sell your books if you are speaking about, you know, those, you know, you're speaking, your topic is one that translates to you doing speaking engagements. You can sell your book in the back of the room. You can sell your book ahead of time before you even get there, where the meeting planners will buy a case of books ahead of time, right? You can sell a case of books, you know, to a conference that you may not even be attending, right? So there's so many different ways that you can monetize your book once you've actually written it and you've self-published it, right? So we got to write it first, right? And then 2 incredible offers for you guys today. There's a free masterclass that's taking place on January the 23rd. Make sure you get signed up, unblockyourwriting.com. And we're talking about, ways that you can get consistent with your writing so that you can complete your book. And then the second thing is a digital download that I created, $9.97. Write Better, Tips to Improve Your Writing for Aspiring Authors. Make sure you go to gumroad.com/Eryka T. Johnson. Okay, so we do have a few minutes before Instagram is going to kick us off. So if we have any questions, go ahead and put those questions in the comment section. We've been writing them. They've been going so quickly. So one thing I'll probably do is flip my phone so that I can read them. Otherwise, I'm reading from the side. Let's see. Thank you, Dr. Robin. Okay, so let me turn this so that I can see exactly what's being said. How about I just take it off, flip it around, do it this way. I'm always got all kind of apparatus. Okay, let's see. Okay, you gave a couple tools to improve your writing skills. What was the first one? So I said for your writing skills, the digital download you can go to, it would include using something as simple as your Microsoft Word. There's functionality in your Microsoft Word that I tell you about in the digital download that'll help you with improving your writing skills. Let me know if that's the one that you were referring to. Are there any other questions? You guys go ahead and put it in the comment section. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I was so excited to do this. Let me know if you have any other questions before we will end it. You guys, if you do have questions, you can definitely connect with me. You can shoot me an email at info@erykatjohnson.com. Also, you can DM me here on Instagram or send me a message as well in Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. Again, this is Eryka T. Johnson, Global Leadership Brand Strategist, author, speaker. I'm passionate about helping high-achieving women just elevate their influence as well as their visibility in the workplace. So what are the best platforms to start a blog? So one of the things that I did, thank you, Miss Cat. One of the things that I use, Monet, is I just use WordPress. WordPress, I basically, thank you so much. I use WordPress as my platform for my blog. And I just started writing there. I used something else prior to that, but I know WordPress, there's so much functionality. There's so many things that you can connect into on WordPress. Right now I use Aveda. I think that's the thing that I use in WordPress. But there are some free ones that come along with the platform. You can definitely go to GoDaddy.com and get connected there. So my ladies over, looks like my ladies over in Instagram may have fallen off. Let me see if I can get them back on there for part 2 really quick. Okay, let me get these ladies back on because we dropped off. Instagram only gives you an hour to make sure that you say everything that you need to say before it drops off on you. So let me just get these ladies back up. I don't want them to miss it. Get them back up here. Thank you guys for being patient. Okay, so I was saying that WordPress, If you go to GoDaddy.com, you can easily get a WordPress site. Like I said, I basically brand my name. So you see my name on a lot of things that I do, almost everything that I do. Every now and then you'll see my actual company name, but for the most part, I use myself as the brand. So when you go to GoDaddy.com, you can basically buy your name as the domain, and it comes with a website, right? And you just make sure that you download when you get that your website, your WordPress platform open, that you put in, one of the apps for, for a blog, or it may even come with it where it allows you to, and it's called Post, right? And you can just put your articles there, and that will help you. So I have a question over here on Facebook that says, is that the digital download that talks about Microsoft? Yes, the digital download will actually have a tutorial in the digital download. It's a video that I created. You click on the link to go to the video, and you can basically it'll step you through activating that functionality in Microsoft Word that's going to improve your writing. And when I tell you I use it religiously, guys, I use it religiously. And then there's also this other powerful tool that's out there that you guys will hear about in the download. When starting the writing process, would journaling be a good way to start? Oh, yes, ma'am. Definitely use journaling. I was able to, even for my book, pull from entries that I did in my journaling, right? Because I had journaled for years. I had journals and journals. I was able to open up those journals, start reading through those journals, and start lifting information and content out of those journals that I also put in the book. I also use information that I had shared through some videos that I had done, right? Blogs. I also use information that I had shared through my blog articles, right? I lifted all of that content, and, I put that all in the book, right? So we want to definitely look for ways to repurpose, look for ways to, use it as a starting point and to go deeper, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Yes, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. If we have something that's out there, we can take it and we can just go deeper with it, right? Thank you, because I need editing help. I'm stuck at this point right now. Yep, editing is one of those things that a lot of people struggle with. For me, actually one of the strategies that I share with you in the download will show you how you can kind of edit and proofread on the fly, right? But one of the things, I'm one of those people that I'm wired, like when somebody sends me a document, one of the things that I first they're like, hey, read over this document. Even if they're wanting me to read it for content, the first thing that I'm going to see is, hey, you got misspelled words. Hey, this sentence doesn't even flow. Something about this, seems, we need to switch up some words, some things like that. But that's just one of the things that I've been wired. That's how I've been wired. But not everybody is wired like that. That's why we have tools and resources out there to help us. We don't want to say, I want you guys to just free your minds from saying, I can't write a book because I'm not the best speller. I can't write a book because, I don't always know how to do my sentences, or my sentences drag on too long. Don't get stuck in that. All I need you to do is put your ideas down, right? And if you may say, I just don't like to write, my download is going to tell you another way that you can record your content and your information, right? And get it out there, guys. All of the excuses, we're not even, 2018, we're not even entertaining the excuses, because there's just so much that's out there, from free resources to low-cost resources and tools that we can use. There's no reason why we should not be getting our books out there and growing our platforms and solving problems for individuals. That's our purpose. We're put on this earth to solve problems, right? Your life, your journey, the things that you have can solve a problem. Right, absolutely. Does the writing process take years, or does it depend on your content, if that makes sense? I was able to write my book once I moved out of my way, once I stopped sabotaging myself, once I got the little writing gremlins out of my head. I was able to write my book in less than 30 days. I had a strategy. I had a system. I knew what times of the days I was going to write. I knew for how long I was going to write. I used a strategy that I love to call do a little a lot. Actually, one of my girlfriends, I did a dedication to her in my book. That was the thing that she told me. She's like, girl, my mama always tell me, Miss Clarine, she's from Atlanta, Georgia. She said, my mom always tell me, girl, you do a little, a lot. And I was like, okay, do a little, a lot. Well, that's how you get that book done. I want you to break it down into little small increments that you do often, right? And that book is going to come together. You don't have to take forever to write a book. I did it in less than 30 days. I have one of my coaches, one of my very first mentors that I've ever connected with. This woman is a powerhouse. She's out of North Carolina. Her name is Eryka Jackson. She's a powerhouse at creating content, writing books. She has all kinds of books. But she showed us even how to write a book over a weekend. 3 days, right? For me, I knew I couldn't do it in 3 days because I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a corporate leader. I also have business. I have all of these other things that's going on. I needed to find the strategy that worked for me. So it wasn't the 3-day strategy, even though you can do it in 3 days, but you have to be committed to doing absolutely nothing else, right? I did it in less than 90 days, right? Yes. So you look for ways. Look for ways to get your book out there with no excuses, right? That's right. Words are powerful. It is good to stop the excuses and start. Yes, we just got to start. We got to start. And you're going to have, this year, you're going to have some guides that's going to help you, right? Myself, one of my mentees, Dr. Kimberly Ellison, that's what we're committed to, helping ladies, women, influential women, women who have a story to tell, women who have experiences to share, to get your words out there. Okay, consistency, commit to the process. Absolutely. Are there any other questions, ladies, before we get off? We talked about 5 ways to monetize your writing. Are there any other questions that we have? I want to definitely answer those before we get off. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me again. This is your Global Leadership Brand Strategist, Eryka T. Johnson. Oh, okay. Can you share more about marketing? So Valerie, okay. All right. So Valerie, when it comes to marketing your book, one of the things, you're welcome, Monet. One of the things is that what we have to be cautious of is that, when we're writing our books, that we build our marketing plan into the writing of our books, right? Because we understand that, you know, we can spend this time writing and getting all of this stuff done, right? And if we're not building a platform for it ahead of time, then people won't know. So some of the things that you can do, and you can use this as you're writing your book too, is to involve your audience in the process. One of the things that I did, because I did work with a self-publishing company when I published my first book, right, is, you know, as we were going through different steps in the process, maybe they looked at the draft and they did the editing, I would take a picture and I'll, you know, share it. Hey, you know, this book is being edited. I'm so excited. It's coming out, you know, it's coming out soon, or coming soon, or it'll be out in, you know, 3 months, or whatever it is, right? You want to include your audience in that process. When it moved from, you know, being edited to, okay, we're getting ready to, or it's, you know, it's been typeset, right? It's, you know, it's been formatted. It's in, it looks like a actual book from the inside. You know, take a picture of that, you know, share it. One of the other ways that you can market, if you've already created your book, is to invite those people that have actually already purchased your book and they've read your book. Tell them to take a picture with your book. Ask them to send a testimonial. What's one thing that you learned? Tell me, you know, what's the best chapter, you know, in the book? What chapter resonated with you the most? Was there a strategy in the book that, you know, that you've been able to implement? What was the result that you've gotten, right? Have them take a picture holding the book, right? And, you know, write a little blurb about it, right? Just use, you know, those type of ideas are things that you can use when it comes to, you know, to marketing your book. Of course, you want to make sure that you put it, you know, on your website. I was telling the ladies earlier, with writing a book is one of the easiest ways that you can create another business, right? Yes, it's the easiest way, Yeah, like for questions, do you help with the development of a marketing plan? Definitely, we're working right now, Valerie. My partner and I are working on a project right now that we're going to be, yes, we will definitely help women with their marketing plans when it comes to your book, helping you get your book out there, because there's so many things that you can do, right? I was telling the ladies earlier about when you write a book, how writing a book is one of the easiest ways that you can create a business for yourself. You can, your book can become your business, right? Because you can take that, you can take that book, you can do, coaching program from that book. You can create an entire workshop, right? Do a free workshop. Another way you can market, you can do a free workshop where you're covering, maybe one topic in a book that you go deep, right? And in the back of the room, you're selling the books, right? You're getting people out there, you're selling the books. But also you may have some people that want to take an even deeper journey with you, and, actually maybe say, hey, can you link up side by side and help me with this particular thing that you're talking about? This is my struggle. Can you actually help coach me through this, right? So you can actually obtain a coaching client from that. But look at, those different things, take your book. Maybe you have your book and do a video with you just flipping through your book, right? Let people see what's inside the book, right? That's another way to market. So, definitely can help you with the marketing plan. Just definitely reach out, and we're basically going to be sharing the journey with you guys when it comes to the book writing process, from the very start, where you got to get your mindset right? You got to get your mindset right when it comes to writing a book, all the way to actually launching and marketing a book. And so we're working on a project. I can't share it just yet. We'll talk about it later this month, but definitely sign up to hear about it. Sign up for unblockyourwriting.com. Unblock Your Writing Masterclass, where we're covering how to overcome writer's block so that you can write consistently as well as complete your book. Okay, so if there's no other questions, I'm looking over in Instagram to make sure there's no other questions that I need to answer. You're welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off because I actually got to get ready for a coaching client here. But thank you, ladies, for joining. If you have any additional questions, send me an email, info@erykatjohnson.com, or DM me, put it in my inbox, and I'll definitely get back to you guys. Until next time, this is Eryka T. Johnson, Global Leadership Brand Strategist, author, and speaker. I want you guys to take care. Bye-bye.